If you're anything like me, you struggle with keeping routines and you're also procrastinating, because that's what I am doing. I was supposed to shoot a video a couple of days ago, but I didn't do that and I procrastinated. And I also was supposed to script, but I also didn't do that and I'm procrastinating. And I am also struggling with analysis paralysis. So to get rid of all of that, what I'm gonna do is I'll just film, talk, and then post, because I have a 9 to 5, so I do not have the time to script and edit, but I do have things that I want to talk about. So we'll stick with that. And what I'm gonna do also is to get into what you call interstitial journaling. What is it? It is a sort of journaling where you write down things that you do by the time that you're doing it. So in between like tasks, you write, like for example, let me give you an example. I started doing this a couple days ago. The first entry of this interstitial journal is on May 20th. That was like Wednesday. Was it 3 days ago or 2 days ago? And I had a difficulty when it comes to like deciding to on how it would look like. And I told myself, like, it doesn't matter. I just have to write things down. So what I learned is that when you are writing, you just put the timestamp, what time it is, and what activity you're doing. So for this one, for Wednesday, May 20th, I had breakfast at 8:47, and then I had coffee at 9:30. But this isn't that consistent, and I also didn't like how this looked. So on the next day, which was Thursday, yesterday, I tried to be a little bit more consistent with writing. What activity I did. Thursday, I got up at 8, no, not 8. I got up at 5:40. I was awake at 5:30 because my alarm starts at 5:30, but I didn't get up yet because I needed to, you needed to be conscious to do something, right? So I got up at 8, not 8. I got up at 5:40. I made breakfast, and then I ate breakfast at 6:15. I had not white bread. I had wheat bread and eggs and tomato. And then I washed the dishes at 6:37. I showered at 7:05, and then I got dressed at 7:34 plus skincare. And then I left for work at 8. And I also I clocked in at 8:30. I was probably at work at before 8:30. And then I had coffee at 9:30. Yeah. So more or less, it got me to write the things that I have been doing the past couple days. And today, I started filming at 8:27. I was practicing whatever I needed to say. And it's currently 9 p.m. And in 30 minutes, I'm going to have to call my boyfriend. So I'll have to end this video soon. But anyway, before that, I would like to also teach you how to do it. I think this is for people who cannot keep up routines and also are procrastinating. Because I bought like a Kinbor before because my sister wanted to buy one, and I was like, oh, that's cute. And then I was kind of envious and was like, hey, I want one of those too. But because it's a timeline Kinbor, I didn't know what to put in it. You're supposed to like block your like activities and stuff. And I also had analysis paralysis. So this Kinbor was dormant for the past 2 years. I think I got this like 2024 Christmas. But I found a way to have a use for it, and I was thinking I'll use the rest of the pages when I feel like, when I feel like it. And I did put something on the page, which was my sleep tracker. It's not very cohesive yet because I don't have the highlighter for 5 hours and 8 hours, but we'll get to that. And I kind of want to see how much I slept the past couple of months, and I want my quality of sleep to be better. That's why I'm tracking my sleep. And my watch is helping with that because whenever I sleep and I wake up, my watch tracks the length of time. And I'm also putting it here so I can see a visual manifestation of my sleep quality. And for tomorrow, I'm probably just going to do a lot of decluttering, and I still need to post pictures of the stuff that I'm going to sell and donate. I'm also gonna make videos for those because I promised myself that I will clean my room before and declutter all of the stuff before the end of June. Yeah, that's a promise. And I put that in like a video also here in my channel. I did film some stuff for that, but you'll see it, and I'm just learning to get the time to post stuff. And because I also had analysis paralysis and I kept procrastinating on scripting and editing and all of that stuff, I figured out I'll just take the path of least resistance, which would mean for me to practice to be able to talk properly in front of a camera is to just sit down, film, hit record, post. I'm not gonna overthink it because the overthinking is actually ruining my consistency. So I promise myself to post at least 2 videos every week just so I get comfortable talking to a camera and I can have like a show, an evidence, proof that I did something. All right? Because I am sick and tired of not being able to keep a routine. So yeah, that is the plan for me to be able to stick to the word that I even tell myself. And I am also doing this because I want to be able to help people with self-confidence and other stuff, and like getting rid of your negativity, self-negativity and stuff, and a lot of other things. All right, I'm sure there's a lot of advice that I can give to young people because I have done that in real life. I've given advice that helped my friends, and I want to be able to share those to others as well outside of my friend group. But the problem is I would have to be able to film myself doing that and saying stuff, giving advice and whatnot. And if I don't film myself and I don't get consistent and I stop doing this and I quit or whatever, I don't want to do that. That's the least of the things that I want to do. I need to work on this for me to be able to help others. I gotta help myself first before I help others. So yeah. Anyway, if you stayed this long in the video and let me ramble, thank you so much for letting me yap. I am the yapperist after all. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you so much. Leave a comment. Like, do you also struggle with, analysis paralysis? But yeah, let's talk about it. See you again next video. Bye.